Hello, all of you Monster Hunter fans, and welcome to part 2 of the Diablos fight with the Bowguns only. Yeah. Monster Hunter Try. Here on GameAnyone.com if you didn't know what the game was, and you're starting off in part 2. If you're starting off in part 2, you may want to go back into the playlist of this video list to go to part 1 of the Diablos fight. You get a little bit more context on the Diablos, and by context I mean like what its habits are, how to basically dodge it, and you'd have some beginning strategy. Otherwise, keep watching and we shall continue on. Water shots is probably the worst return on for making ammo, because you can only have 10 welt fish, which say like fire shots you can have. It has the 1 to 3 just like the rest of them, but unlike losing my train of thought. But for fire you can carry 30 fire herbs. So that is so much better. Weaknesses for the Diablos, if you're looking for that, are she's most weak to ice, and then dragon and water are about the same. So you probably, actually you would have just fought the Barioth. You probably have a Barioth. I got really lucky there. I think you can make a Barioth short sword. You might be able to make a lance. I don't remember. I'd go with the short sword personally. You'd also use water stuff, because I know you should have all the stuff from Blue Drop, except for a Switch Axe, which that's the only thing you could do for Switch Axe. I think the subquest 2 is break both of her horns, which I did. Pellet shots and explosives and all this other kind of stuff. Very good at this. Again, got lucky, rolled the wrong way, but she over-committed? I don't know. Going back to pellet shots, because pellet shots are awesome. Still really good for what it is right now. I should be using normal shots though, or I just still don't think normal shots do that much damage. I know they probably do. I know I'm trying to get into the right place for it. You need to be, for normal shots, you need to be between like 2 to maybe 3. 2 to 3 rolls away from the target of the monster. And right here is a good example of the type charts for Diablos. On the left is the cutting damage, and on the right is the impact damage, which I think the shots would go on the cutting damage side rather than the impact damage side, unless it does impact damage, say like exhaust shots or crag shots. But the place you want to be aiming for the Diablos is a little bit under its tail, or its wings, or its stomach, or like under its neck. And for impact, you don't want to be hitting her head because it's only got a 10. You kind of want to be hitting her on her stomach, pretty much, or on her tail. You don't want to. Her head is the worst place to hit for all of it. So if you see me trying to hit her on the back, that's basically what I'm doing. Because her head's pretty magnetic, so most of the damage will go probably to her head if you try to shoot her from the front. Once you get her horns off, she can no longer be stuck in the wall, as probably assumed. But just if you're thinking like, oh, I'm just going to stick her in the wall, which if you do that, there are only certain walls that you can do it with. Like the anthills, she's knocked down both of them. The walls there, she'll break her horns probably easier, which you'll probably want her to break her horns, but then you can't get her stuck in the wall. It's just a really, I don't know, annoying, but I don't really like fighting Diablos, either online or offline. I don't really like it. It's more fun high rank because you're using, well, gunners by then have better stuff, a lot better stuff by the time you're fighting Diablos, and you actually have a reason to get more bowgunning stuff because they have new frames in a barrel, which actually the Diablos frame rapid fires. I think it's the barrel. It might be the frame. It might be the barrel. They rapid fire pellet shot 2s. Pellet shot 2. Yeah, pellet shot 2. So awesome. So much damage. Also, Diablo's armor is a little bit different than most armor because it only has three parts to it. Unlike most armors that have 5, with the exception of, say, like Benabra armor, which has 3 as well. The Benabra's is the chest, the skirt, I think. Tacit. We'll go with tacit. And the leggings. The Diablos has a helmet, gauntlets, armlets, and a chest piece, which gives you tremor proof, which is good for, say, fighting the Diablos or fighting the next monster up. That's mostly the only 2 that you need tremor proof for, which makes basically the next fight, if you have normal earplugs and tremor proof, extremely easy and laughably fun. Although the next fight, I really like fighting him because I just know his pattern really well. I like his armor set. I like a whole bunch of things. You also get pierce, improved pierce shots from Diablo's armor, which pierce shots are actually really strong. I would use it for gunning, except for I don't really have. I could use the Jaggy frame, but it tends to be fairly weak. But you could definitely use pierce shots if you want to. And I would get the Diablo's armor if you want to. I'm a bit more, like you've heard, a bit more pellet shotty, but I will probably get stuff for pierce shots as well, because that'll help on various monsters, especially the last boss for single player. Here we go, she's eating again, eating the cactus because she's an herbivore. If you're wondering when she'd be in rage mode, you see that little black puff of smoke coming from her mouth? That indicates that she's in rage mode. So it's a little bit more visual than some, like the Barioth has. And all that epic dodgingness, it's all going crap. At least I have Feline Defender, which is making this really easy, although I'm gonna get really dangerously close to dead, but I think she moves on to the next area. And there's the second Mega Potion I've used. So, yeah. Onwards to kill those Diablos. Probably could have ended it faster if I had the shock trap that I had before and captured her. But I don't think I have Trank Bombs, which is something that I need to remember. Because for the fight with the next monster, I forget Trank Bombs. Most of the time, if you're a gunner, you mostly want to capture the monster rather than kill it, because of the fact that it takes longer. It takes longer in general to kill the monster, but for the gunner, it takes an extreme amount longer, like 35 minutes, rather than, I don't know, you can do most quests in 8 if you're really good. If you're good. 8's a good number. Gonna get punished because I reloaded there. Does not have the best reload speed. I really want to get an armor, which I think you can make once you get a certain monster's armor that you have to play online to get. You can make a set that has good reload speed and good recoil speed. Actually, you might be able to do it with the next monster that we have. I keep saying the next monster, I'm just going to say the name. The next monster that is up is called the Uragon. You get recoil down, you get defense up. I got really lucky there. You get Bombardier, which is another reason why I like it. So the bombs do a crap ton more damage. And I mean, like, they do a lot more damage. So sleep bombing is awesome. Nah, not so lucky. That time ROE passed me. That's what I thought. If you like Monster Hunter Tri, or have a copy of it, and would like to go up low rank and or high rank with me when I get to that, which will be in about, I want to say 4 videos. I just want to say 4 videos. 4+ videos. I will get to online, and I'll show off event quests, and eventually get all the way up to high rank and show off all the monsters there. But until then, if I could have a dedicated group of people that would want to help me get up that far, then good. I would really appreciate that. Either you on Game Anyone or on YouTube, whichever one you are. I don't care. I would say, I mean, if you want to use high rank stuff while I'm getting up low rank, good. If I'm going to do a video, an actual video, like we're doing an event quest, or we're doing the level 30 urgent quest, or something like that for low rank, then I would request that you use low rank stuff rather than high rank stuff, but we will worry about that at the given time. I don't care if it's like top tier low rank stuff, it still needs to be low rank stuff. Like final boss of single player low rank stuff, or low rank level 30 quest low rank stuff. You know what I mean. If you've played this game, you know what I mean. So we gotta kill the Diablos with normal shots, which she's in a very chargy mood. Like, again, charge again, and turn, and charging again, and charge again. Ole! Should just be like a. That's basically what Diablo's fight is. Diablo's fight is a bullfight, the whole way. Bullfight. I need a what is that? A red cape. Actually, I don't know. If a hunter-shaped cake. I don't need a cake. I don't know if Diablos likes cake. Diablos and cake. Actually, that might make a funny joke. Hunter-shaped cape for Diablos. There's one of the moves that she hasn't used this entire match until now, which is a hip check. It's a hip check if you get too close. Excuse me. Let's see what else. I knew something I forgot to say. Diablos is one of the monsters that was in the original Monster Hunter, and has been in every single Monster Hunter since, with various iterations and subspecies and so on. But just like the Rakdos and the Raytheon, a very iconic monster for Monster Hunter. Rather than say like the Legiacrest, which is brand new and unfortunately wasn't in Portable 3rd, but will be in 3G, which hopefully Capcom is smart and sends it to the Americas. I don't care if it's in Spanish. I'll play it in Spanish. Actually, you know what, Nintendo? Just unregion lock your console, your Nintendo DS or 3DS. Just don't make it region locked. Capcom, you'd be fine, and I'd get Japanese ones. I would learn Japanese to play Monster Hunter. That's how much I like this game. You dance, Cha-Cha. I'm just drawing for material now because this has gone on way too long, which that's a bit on my part, but also a bit on just how much Bowguns make it harder in single player. Multiplayer, awesome. Single player, not as much. I said that before, but you know, last boss, Bowguns are not that bad. Bowguns are not that bad in single player. I would say that. I am gonna try to do something interesting with it, where you never use sub shots in it. And not to spoil anything, but the final boss happens to be underwater, which we already know its name, so never mind. See a Deus? Final boss. Excuse me. Underwater. So I'm gonna see if I can use sub shots. See if I can work that in. Because you never use sub shots, so why not fight the last boss with sub shots? And there we go! The Diablos is finally dead. Too much health. Wait. The items that you want to get from Diablos, you have to get from you can't carve from her. You need to get a Majestic Horn and Twisted Horns, which are from the quest rewards. From capture rewards too. Capturing her is worth a bit more. And stupid Jaggies, you ruined the high horse thing. You shall take normal shots, improved normal shots to the face. Also, the normal shot boost stacks with sharpshooter if you got it. P-line sharpshooter. So yeah, stupid Diablos. Your armor's not that good either. Nah. I'm probably gonna get flamed for that, because people are like, Diablo's armor's the best! Which it is, it's pretty good. Especially if you have a greatsword. For Blade Master, you get critical draw. Pretty sweet. Got 2 Shining Charms, I don't think I keep any of it, but there we got a Twisted Horn, we got another one. And what did we get for charms? We got Drug Master, we got Health +4, and Water Resist. Not really good. But anyway, Diablos is down! Tune in next time for more Monster Hunter, where we take on the next monster to be up for the Gauntlet of the Gunner, which is Urgon, where we do something fun for a change, because I like this monster, and I know his pattern very well. So we're gonna do stuff with explosions and poison. That's all I'm gonna leave you with.